Hey, it's Mike Cheshire from Wicked Monday again. Hope you're doing well. I think I am a little bit late on my next posting, so I just had a couple of days away, just detached from everything. So excuse us for not being every day again. I was getting pretty good, but actually stopped. So I just want to talk about actually my story. I haven't really explained like how I got to this point and how everything's kind of working in that way to hopefully support many accounting firms moving forward. So actually we about 5 years ago we started an accounting firm. My wife is an accountant and she wanted to start an accounting firm. She wanted to move out of her corporate job, and so we decided we'd set a little company up with the idea of using cloud accounting software, which is still fairly new. 5 years ago, there weren't too many accountants using it. Now with like coronavirus and everything, a lot of people have decided that's the way forward, and there's probably like 80-90% accountants using the software. But these days, they're still not differentiating enough. So there's so much opportunity to still move forward. So even back then, we wanted to do a cloud accounting firm, and that's kind of how we obviously positioned it, because it was different in the marketplace at the time. But back then, we ended up just localizing it, and that was the wrong choice. As with many accountants, you're always thinking of the local client base. Who can we speak to that's local, so we can see them face to face, all those types of things. And that's just a natural progression. But with everything that's moved online, obviously all the technology and things, it's a good thing to obviously decide on building a virtual firm, a cloud accounting firm, whatever you want to call it. But obviously one that anybody can find. You're not limited by geographical location, so you can actually speak to a lot larger of a market. And this is a great thing for that firm. But we just localized it too much. So we actually, in the local area, got really well known and started gaining a lot of clients. But we decided we wanted to move away. We wanted to move to Canada, and that just wouldn't work. Which is obviously where we are now, but that wouldn't work. So we had to sell it. And then once we moved over here, obviously we did sell it, just to clarify that, make sure everybody knows. And then we moved over here and we decided we wanted to do the same thing and obviously utilize her experience that she had for the UK, obviously accounting experience for the UK, utilize that, but obviously we're in a different country now, take full advantage. And we actually set up another firm that was not geographically localized in the same sense, in such small area. It was actually across the UK, and we did it for e-commerce clients. So that was still a growing area. This was a few years ago now where we started doing it, and we focused in on getting them aware of us. And right now it's number 2 in e-commerce accountant UK on Google. And this was Unicorn Accounting, if you wanted to know the name of it. And we set that up just to focus on e-commerce accountants with obviously prior experience, knowledge, and things like that. We built that up so it actually organically it gets a lot of interest from people. So that actually almost daily, if not more so, getting in touch. And obviously that's grown the business substantially as well. But you've got to focus in on the best areas, and that can be completely different for each and every business, each and every accountancy firm even. It just depends on who you're focusing on and where they are and what they do and how they kind of go about their activities. But that was a very good market in terms of they were not predisposed to meeting face to face. They're not very traditionally had a traditional mindset, and I think it worked out pretty well. But then we actually, in the initial idea came about when we had our first child. So we kind of had a baby at the point when we were kind of starting this out and building it up. And since then we had another child, and that actually just put a strain on everything. So we ended up selling that firm as well. Yeah, we just didn't have enough time to put the effort into it. Baby's a little bit older now. She's actually walking, so she's doing pretty well. So, but from those experiences of setting up firms, we started up this digital marketing agency so we can help other firms do the same. And that's the whole premise of Wicked Monday and what we're trying to do here. So we just want to utilize the experience that we've got from the different firms that we've set up and help other accountants supercharge their marketing and actually build wicked accounting firms. So if you'd like to find out a little bit more about what we do, how we can help you, I'd love to have a quick chat. We can do a 30-minute chat to discuss your firm and how we can best utilize your marketing to just change how everything's going to happen moving forward. And it's definitely a popular area for accountants right now. The hardest thing is just differentiating. So everybody says they can save time. Everybody says they can do all these different, obviously, general services, but you've got to differentiate yourself, and that's the hard thing. You've got to differentiate yourself, your positioning, your messaging, and that's the hard thing that gets a lot of people stuck. So if you'd like to have a chat about that, I can definitely leave a link below so you can click on that and set up a call. Let me know.